That's not supposed to be there. Wait. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Hello. My name is Stephanie, and I slept maybe 4 hours last night, and maybe 3 hours and 50 minutes. And then I went to work, and I have a commission that I need to revise by midnight. But I said I was going to do this like 3 weeks ago, and gosh darn it, it's time. We don't have a lot of time for introduction, so that was my introduction. Let me take you to my studio. Bam. Here we are. Okay. Why am I doing this, you may ask. Or you may not ask, which is fine. It's fine if you don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I saw people on Twitter talking about learning the Odyssey in school or not learning the Odyssey in school, and why is that important, and who needs to know about that stuff, and like, I don't know, man, I was like, people don't know about this stuff? I gotta teach the children. I have to teach everybody in the world about Greek mythology. Why? Because literally everything in the world somehow ties back to Greek mythology. The word clothes ties back to Greek mythology, and other things like that. We'll get there when we get there, okay? You're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe Greek mythology is single-handedly responsible for everything that ever happened in the European world. Wow. So here we go. Let's just get right to it, okay? I'm gonna set my countdown timer. And we're gonna have an hour, and I'm gonna try to explain the whole thing to you. And this is the part where I make a disclaimer. I may or may not make some of it up by accident, because I haven't actually like studied this stuff actively since I was I don't know, in elementary school, but it's fine. I still know enough to give you a lecture in MS Paint and do it on the internet. I think I'm qualified for that. I don't think you need a license for that. Okay, so go into this. I'm gonna start the timer. Here we go. Oh man, 60 minutes on the clock. I'm sweating already. Okay. Dun 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 dun. MS Paint time. Okay, so here's Paint. Let's talk about the beginning of the universe. That seems like a great thing. Okay, according to ancient Greek people, who are now all dead, by the way, none of them are still alive, so I couldn't ask any of them if any of this actually happened, or if they just got bored and made this up. But here we have the beginning of everything. You have chaos. The word chaos comes from Greek mythology, and out of chaos, things were born, okay? Lots of things, not just regular things. Chaos, it happens to all of us, Saga. What can we do? Oh God, bring me back Paint. I just wanted to see chat. Okay, I'm moving you guys to the other side, and then I'm moving this to this side. And, okay, so, yes, chaos happened, and it was a whole thing. I mean, it was just always there. It's always been there, right? The nature of the universe is like randomness, chaos. And from chaos came stuff like Tartarus. The place where you get lost. 5 ever. Okay? And also there was, let's see. Can I just... No, I can't. I have 1 hour to explain the entirety of Greek mythology, Ev Young, but, thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Then there was, like, Kronos, god of time. You guess what, kids? The word chronology comes from Greek. Kronos, god of time. And then there was, like... Kronos had some kids, okay? Alright, Kronos, god of time, had some kids. Some of those kids planets were like, wait for it, there's like Uranus, which is the sky. Actually, I should make that blue. I might be skipping a generation, I don't know. We gotta get through this early part fast, okay? Zeus had so many kids. Once we get to Zeus, you're gonna be like, oh man, no wonder she's gotta save time for this guy. Okay, Uranus, sky. And then there was Gaia, the Earth. Hello, today I'm Red Guppy. I'm explaining Greek mythology. I have 1 hour to do it. This is gonna go great. I haven't read anything about Greek mythology probably since I was in like middle school when I read the Odyssey, but it's fine. It's fine. I am definitely licensed to give a lecture in MS Paint. Okay, so Uranus and Gaia, they had some kids, and some of these kids were, wait, maybe I have it backwards. Was Kronos the son of, I have to Google it. Let me Google it, chat. Let's see, blah, 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 looking at Wikipedia, never lets me down. Oh, okay, so actually, no, it's the other way. It's actually the other way. Okay, is Uranus his dad? Yes, I got them mixed up. Don't worry about it. Nobody matters until Zeus gets here. Okay, so... Kronos, God of time, I'll put a clock for you, okay? Actually, this is backwards. This came from chaos, probably, and it goes the other way. Yes. And then there was Titans, right? I need a paintbrush. Where's my paintbrush? Wait, brush it? Paintbrush? Paintbrush. I missed you, paintbrush. Yeah, there you go. That's like 5 whole Greek myths, Saga. You know this, but maybe you should give this lecture, actually. Can you do this? I don't have a lot of time. Okay, did my clock stop, by the way? Why isn't it running? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay, no, it's going. It's going, so why isn't it? Yeah, it's working, I think. Okay. And then there was, like, Titans, right? There was big old Titans. You know, just, like, they're, like, these really huge, really big dudes. Really usually big dudes. Like, here's, like, a Titan, okay? And here's you. You are like an ant. Okay, that Titan's gonna step on you. That Titan is gonna destroy your life. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Movies are a good way to learn Greek mythology, honestly. So there you go. Okay. And then there was, and I guess... Kronos was one of those, okay? Actually, yes. So anyway, Kronos, I think, like, got with, another primordial goddess, right? We had Kronos, and we have, Rhea? I don't know. It reminds me of the lady with the green hair from Fire Emblem, so here she is. Okay, and they also had a batch of kids, okay? And then here's the thing that happened with them, okay? Because, like Kronos had overthrown his dad somehow, I don't remember how, and taken over the world. But there was a prophecy. Okay, you need to understand, okay, there's the 3 fates, other things that just kind of came out of the chaos, the fabric of the universe. There's the 3 fates. We'll make this line blue, okay? 3 fates. Yes. Wow, that's like 2 Fire Emblem games put together. I didn't realize there was so much Greek mythology in Fire Emblem. Anyway, there's the 3 fates. You got, like I was saying, right? Okay, here's Clotho. They're like spinning their wheel. They spin the thread of fate, right? Okay, and there's like Clotho, and the clothes comes from Clotho. She's spinning the fabric, get it? And then let's see. There's like the other ones. There's like Clotho, like cheeses, and the other one. Okay, and they were like, "Yo, what is up, Kronos? Just so you know, you're gonna have a son, and he's gonna overthrow you and take your throne." And Kronos was like, "Oh yeah, not if I eat all of my children." So Kronos ate them, or did he? Because here is what happened. Rhea did not want Kronos to eat their son, so Rhea fed him rocks, actually. Okay? So, he did, I believe, succeed in swallowing, like, some of his kids, but not Zeus, okay? So here's Zeus. We're gonna need a bigger canvas. Oh, God, oh, man. So here's Zeus. He was fine. He was okay. He's got lightning bolts, lightning bolts, lightning bolts. Yeah. And then Zeus beat up Kronos. He was like, "Kronos, not this time." Get it? Because Kronos is the guy. Okay, anyway. So Zeus made Kronos somehow barf up his other siblings. I don't know what he did to induce the vomiting, but I don't know, syrup of ipecac maybe. Only for use in an emergency, you understand, like when the god of time eats your siblings. Okay? So it turns out Zeus had like brothers and sisters and stuff, okay? So Zeus had two bros, right? Okay? Okay. Let's see. So this comes from D's guy. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Harmonia and Eris. We will get to them if we get to them. Oh man, there's a lot of Greek gods, man. Okay, we have Poseidon. I'm gonna draw him with a fishtail just because, but I don't really know if he has a fishtail. Okay, so and I'm gonna give him his trident. Okay, Zeus's bro Poseidon. And then Zeus's other bro, who was Hades. Hades wasn't such a bad dude. I feel like he gets a bum rap, but whatever. Hades, what color is Hades? We'll make him purple. Why not? I'm feeling purple, okay? Yeah. I'm just gonna give him some bags under his eyes, though. I bet he's tired. Okay, so I don't know, here's what I think Hades looks like, probably. Alright, so, yeah, so those were his brothers, and, like, he definitely had at least two sisters. Let's draw them. Okay, so there was Hera. And Hera was like the goddess of marriage and being a petty, jealous biatch. Okay, I mean, that's just what it was. I mean, it's kind of ironic because she is the goddess of marriage and her marriage sucked, which, by the way, she married Zeus. They got married. You know what? I need to make the line go this way because I'm going to have to draw some kids under them at some point, probably. Okay? Let's see. Then there was the other one. There was, Demeter. Okay. Demeter. Goddess of, like, the harvest or something. Okay? I mean, I feel like most people could guess, right? This is good. This is good. So yeah, there's Demeter. Zeus also had a child with Demeter. We'll get to that when we get to that, okay? And then, there was the other one, the one who just sat around the fireplace all day. What the heck was her name? Hestia, yeah. Also, somewhere in the Titans, this is important, okay? I need you to explain that cereal, I'm gonna draw the Quaker Oats man on this, okay? Just trust me, this is the Quaker Oats man. Cereal comes from ceres, which is grain and stuff. Cereal comes from ancient Greece, just trust me, okay? I think that's them. So anyway, Hades, went to the underworld, okay? The underworld. Because they split it up, right? So Hades went to the underworld, Zeus went to Mount Olympus to, be in charge of, all the peoples on land. Olympus. By the way, Olympus is where we get the term Olympics from, also. The ancient Greeks, competing with each other and, throwing discs and being naked or whatever. So, and they did it to honor the gods who lived on Mount Olympus, mostly with Zeus. All these girl types went and lived with Zeus up there. Hestia never got married or had kids or anything like that. She just kind of wanted to, I don't know, sit there and stoke the fire. It's whatever. Poseidon went to the ocean, okay? Went to the ocean. Okay, so let's talk about, I need to zoom out. Let's talk about more people in the immediate family, okay? I need to make this canvas a lot bigger, oh man. And by the clock, it's the clock stops when I'm not looking at it. That's weird. I've actually got 44 minutes left. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. I think I have to just keep it on screen, maybe. Okay, so, okay, yeah. How do I make this bigger? Edit, maybe? Image properties. Okay, I've done this before. I've had to do this before. So let's make the height, 3,000. That'll help, I think. Okay, so, other people in Zeus's family. So, Zeus and Hera, I think one of their kids was, Ares, god of war. I'll draw the thing, LOL, okay? Like the video game, but in real life, okay? You have Ares, the god of war, and also you have, wait for it. They have, two other kids, Hephaestus? I can do this. Hephaestus? Spelling? God of the forge. Note, Hephaestus was ugly, but he was nice. Okay, this will come into play later, okay? And some other person that I forget. Honestly, they probably weren't that important if I don't remember who they are. So, let's talk about the children that Zeus had with not Hera, who was, his wife, okay? Okay, so first of all, there was, Athena, Hena, okay? You can definitely read this. My handwriting is superb, okay? Use magnifying glass, or this thing, yes. Okay, Athena, here's the thing with her. Okay, Athena was the goddess of wisdom. Yes. Here's Athena being wise. Just trust me. This is Athena. She's very wise, okay? This is like a bust of her. Just trust me. Trust the bust of Athena. She'll give you wisdom, okay? I need the pen back. Wisdom. And a little bit war also, even though that was kind of Ares' thing. So, some stories say that Athena just popped right out of Zeus's head like a fully formed adult and like, whoops, how did that baby get in there? I don't know, she just popped out of my skull. I guess she's mine now. I'm gonna keep her on Mount Olympus. And she was like probably his favorite kid. Maybe it's like an ego thing, because like, yeah, this one like popped out of my head. I didn't even need her for this one. Some people say her mom, she had a mom named Metis. If you ever play Ace Attorney, there you go. Okay? But like, either way, the baby ended up in Zeus's head and just absolutely popped right the heck out of Zeus's head. Okay, Athena, here is a story about Athena that you need to know. Okay, she is responsible for spiders. Why? For spiders existing, okay? So, if you're not a fan of spiders, I guess blame Athena. I don't know. But here's what happened. Because there was this human lady, there's this mortal lady, okay? Her name was Arachne. Spelled like that. So there you go. There's another word that we use today that comes from Greek mythology. You ever had arachnophobia, chat? Have you ever seen an arachnid, which is a spider? Well, here's the thing. Arachne was like, I'm so good at weaving. My weaving is better than Athena, the goddess. And people were like, ooh, she's gonna hear you. Ooh. And she was like, no, she isn't. But then guess who should show up at her house? Athena, goddess of wisdom, who has nothing better to do than to come down and put this mortal woman talking smack about her in her place. So she was like, oh yeah, biatch, well, let's have a weaving contest, and we're gonna see which one of us is better at this thing. Me, the goddess, or you, the dumb lady who just likes to brag about herself. So they had a weaving contest, and honestly, I don't remember if Arachne won or lost or what. But either way, her punishment was getting turned into a spider. This is like if Australians tried to explain Thanksgiving. Actually, that's a very apt analogy. Okay, so here's Arachne, and now she has 8 legs, and she has to, Athena's like, oh, you like weaving? Biatch, well, guess what? Guess who has to weave, and all of her children also for the rest of forever, and your stupid work's gonna keep getting knocked down by children with sticks and people who want to step on you, so there. Anyway, that is how the world got spiders according to Greek myths. You're welcome. Next. Okay, so Zeus and Demeter had a kid named Persephone. Sephone. It looks like Persephone. Trust me, you say it like Persephone, okay? And Demeter was like, wow, my daughter Persephone is the best thing to ever exist, and I love her so much, and if anything ever happened to her, I would literally kill everyone in this room, including myself, probably. Well, lo and behold, one day Persephone was out, I don't know, picking flowers or whatever. Here she is. Okay? Persephone, wow, she's so cute, she's so adorable, everybody likes Persephone. Unfortunately, who should like Persephone also but Hades, who, if you think about it, is her uncle, which is gross, actually, but whatever. Hades kidnapped her, because he was like, you know what, I could use a queen of the underworld, and that is the hottest chick on Earth, probably, and everybody thinks she's so cute, so I am gonna make her my bride and kidnap her. And she disappeared, and Demeter absolutely lost it. She was like, oh my god, I will never be happy again. None of the crops are ever going to grow ever again for any reason, because I hate everything, because Persephone is in the underworld where I cannot see her. And Zeus was like, oh man, I have to put a stop to this somehow. Because everybody's literally starving. This sucks. Okay, so I don't know, he like sent somebody down to the underworld to like bring Persephone back or whatever. But here's the thing though, okay? So they went to get Persephone back, but unfortunately, she had eaten one thing, I guess, while she was in the underworld the entire time. She ate a pomegranate. Pomegranates are very good for you, by the way. Very rich in antioxidants. So anyway, Persephone ate 6 pomegranate seeds. Literally just 6 pomegranate seeds, and that's it. And the underworld laws are like, oh man, for every seed of an underworld pomegranate that you eat, you have to stay in the underworld for 1 month of the year, every year, forever, for some reason. So for 6 months of the year, Persephone goes back to stay with her mom, Demeter, on Mount Olympus. Okay, 6 months. Okay, and then for the other half, she has to go back and live with her creepy uncle husband, Hades. Okay, hi, Nikki. I have 36 minutes to explain the rest of Greek mythology. I'm not off to a great start, but I'm doing my best, Jeff. Okay, so that is why we have seasons. All right, the reason for seasons. Okay, so yes, Persephone is in the underworld for 6 months, and Demeter loses all interest in doing anything, and the earth goes barren and nothing grows. It's okay, Nikki. It's kind of a rush thing today, but you can go back and watch it later. It's not my most exciting stream, but I'm doing my best. Okay, so Persephone, that happened. There's seasons. Okay, who else does Zeus? What other children does Zeus have? There's a lot. Like, just trust me when I tell you, there is a lot. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. One of his kids with some other lady probably is Hermes. Okay, and Hermes is like the messenger god. Here's probably what his staff looks like. Like, I don't know, Caduceus? I don't know. Hermes and, oh, that's right. No, Caduceus is some other guy. Don't worry about it. But, like, he has, like, wings on his shoes. Okay, shoes. Hermes has wings on his shoes. That's why he's, like, the mascot of the FTD or whatever. FTD mascot. Okay, so, like, Hermes was the messenger god. He liked to play pranks, like stealing sheep and stuff like that. Like pranks, okay? There sure is a myth about him stealing some sheep that I don't remember. Have I talked about... No, I haven't gotten to the muses yet, but that's a good question, Nikki. Let's do that now. Okay, I'm gonna need to make this... Oh, man, there's like 9 of them. I'm gonna need to make this a lot longer. Okay, edit. We're gonna make a wider canvas. Here we go. This canvas is now 3,000 pixels long. Here we go. Okay, because here's the thing. Zeus had a lot of kids. Some of these kids are the 9 muses. And by the way, the word music comes from the 9 muses. Why? Because the muses are goddesses of the arts. They're like lesser goddesses because, like, I don't know, Zeus didn't have them with Hera or whatever, but like trust me, they're important. Okay, you got, here's like a nice scroll for you. Cleo with an E? I don't really know. Cleo for history. Okay, she's the muse of history. She helps historians like myself, which is why I actually remember who she is. Okay, because you know I work at a history museum during the day. This is not my job for real, and it's a good thing it's not. Then there was, wait for it. There was like Thalia. Muse of something. There's like, yeah. And then there was the sad one. I want to say Thalia was comedy, but like, don't quote me on that, okay? There's the sad one for tragedy. And here's Calliope and whatever hell she's the muse of. There she is. Oh my god, isn't she freaking cute? Street Phantom, I guess. Yeah. Muse of whatever. Here's Yazawa Nico. She's definitely a muse, right? She counts. Absolutely, she absolutely counts for this. There's like, there's like a muse of epic poetry and some stuff, and like a muse of like art and something. Just trust me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 other ones. Okay. And 4 other ones. All right. Okay. And then, let's see, what other kids did... Oh, so here's a good one. Okay, so up on Mount Olympus, there was another goddess, and her name was... Wait for it. Big eyelashes. Big eyelashes. Okay. Aphrodite. Aphrodite, goddess of love. And legend has it that she just, like, popped out of the ocean? I don't know. Where did she come from? I don't know. But the gods were like, holy crap, that's the most beautiful goddess I've ever seen. She should live on Mount Olympus with us, obviously. Aphrodite was a very jealous goddess, by the way. You want me to do Fortuna, Eris, and Harmonia? Yeah, okay, here's, O Fortuna. Over here, not one of the muses, not associated. She gives you good luck, I guess. And, here's Eris. She threw out an apple of discord, and everybody fought over it. Eris made everyone fight, okay? That's all I remember about Eris, really, but you don't need to worry about it. And then there's, Harmonia. Basically the opposite of Eris, okay? There you go. There's your 3 favorites. I hope I got your top 3. I hope I captured their essence. Yes, the smartest person in the world, would be laughing at me right now, or snubbing me, but that's okay. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world to give a lecture in MS Paint. Basically the opposite. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, there you go. I got, let's see, oh, I mean, yeah, Aphrodite probably has some not safe for work stuff in her thing. One story about Aphrodite is, like, there's this couple, there's, like, a princess, her name was Atalanta, and this guy, okay, so Atalanta was a princess. And, let's make her a princess. Yeah, there we go. And, she would not marry anybody who could not outrun her in a foot race. Unfortunately, she was really freaking fast, and her dad was like, oh, geez, oh, God, oh, man. Everyone in the kingdom is racing her to get married, but nobody is gonna beat her. I will never have grandchildren. Well, here comes this guy, Melanian? And he's like, hey, Aphrodite, could you do me a solid? I am in love with Princess Atalanta. Could you help me get with her? And Aphrodite was like, sure, I know Atalanta's weakness. It's apples also. Why is so many people throw apples in Greek mythology? I don't know. Maybe there was just an abundance of apples in ancient Greece and people spent time throwing them at each other. I don't know. But anyway, Melanian threw the most. Aphrodite was like, here's the most delicious apples ever in the world that you've ever seen. Okay, and you can throw them down on the racetrack, and she will be so freaking distracted by them, you will win the race. And guess what happened? Melanian or whatever I think that might be his Roman name. Don't worry about it. He won the race and was like, yay, Atalanta, now we're married. Oh my God, aren't you happy? And Atalanta was like, well, I mean, if I have to marry someone, it might as well be somebody who can, like, outsmart me or whatever. So good job, I'll marry you. However, they were so into each other that they forgot to, like, give tribute at Aphrodite's shrine. And Aphrodite was like, what the hell, you guys? I gave you the most beautiful wedding in the world, and you didn't even say thanks. So I'm gonna turn you guys into lions. Screw you guys, I'm turning you into lions. And now you can just run forever, but you can't talk and you can't be people. You have to be lion. Actually, you know what? Some lions don't have manes. I switched the genders, whatever. Now they're lions. Don't piss off Aphrodite, okay? The moral of the story is do not piss off Aphrodite. She will ruin your life. I guess that's the way love is sometimes, right? Sometimes love is great, and sometimes love turns you into a lion. Anyway, moving on. We got a lot of other people to cover. Okay. We got Hermes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Zeus got with this other lady, Leto. Yeah. Leto with Leto. Okay? And had twins. Wow, 2 gods for the price of 1. That kicks ass. Wow. Okay. Twins, yay. Okay. And they were Artemis, goddess of the moon. And Artemis is another one of those cases, was like, I am not getting married ever. I want to run around in the woods naked and hunt deer. And any man who sees me, any man who peeps on me while I am running around the woods naked or bathing in a pool gets turned into a deer, because gross, right? I don't want anybody doing that. So she will turn you into a deer. Okay, Shikanoko noko noko, Artemis will turn you into a deer. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, Artemis's twin brother was Apollo, and we named the space program after this guy. Because he was the sun god, okay? Wow, he was so cool and awesome. Okay. I'm sure Apollo did a lot of things, but we don't have time to talk about them. Yeah, really. I am speed running the Hesiod today. Okay, who else do we have? Okay, we have twins, we have, oh Lord. Oh, right. So here's the funny thing that happened. Everybody was like, man, Aphrodite is the most beautiful goddess on Mount Olympus. Wouldn't it be hilarious if she married the ugliest guy on Mount Olympus? So they arranged for her. She was very into Aries, from what I remember, but they arranged for her to get married to Hephaestus for some reason. They were like, haha, that's hilarious. We're gonna make the ugly guy marry the beautiful girl. I don't know. Yeah, they were married. She wasn't really that into him, but he was a good husband from what I heard. He was like, you know, very loyal and faithful and hardworking and whatever. Why marry an Aries when you could marry a Hephaestus, ladies? Don't overlook the Hephaestuses in your life. Yeah. Anyway, Aphrodite had a kid, maybe with someone else who wasn't Hephaestus, like, I don't really know. She had a kid, and his name was Eros. Have you ever heard of an arrow game, chat? We're not gonna talk about what they are, but that's what that's named after. Okay, Eros was like also known as, in Roman mythology, Cupid. Okay, he's gonna shoot you with his arrow. He's gonna make you fall in love. Oh my god. Yeah. So Eros was like like the mini god of love. You know what I mean? Like a demigod of love also. Eros fell in love with some girl or something. What the heck was her name? I don't know. It was a sad story. Yeah, like, oh, that's what it was. Okay, so, like, fell in love with a mortal. And, like, he fell in love with her, but, like, she wasn't allowed to look at him, or, I don't know, something bad would happen. But one day she got curious and looked at him and was like, oh my god, I have the most handsome husband in the world, actually, but then something bad happened to her because she looked at him. I don't really remember what it was. There's also stuff like, okay, other sad stories. Okay. That explain how things got to be what they are. Okay, there was Narcissus, right? Have you ever heard the term narcissist? Like, oh my god, that guy's a narcissist. He's obsessed with himself or whatever. Yeah. So, narcissus. Yeah, he was like some guy, and he got turned into a daffodil. That's why that flower is called a narcissus, also. And then there was Echo. She was like a nymph who loved some guy, but could only repeat back what he said? Question mark? Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, ugh. I don't remember the whole story, but like, yeah, she's there. Maybe they were like on a mountain or something. I don't know. Echo. So, you know, he would be like, you're so pretty. And she'd be like, you're so pretty. And whatever. But, like, she couldn't have a real conversation with him. And that was, like, the biggest bummer of her life. And, like, now if you stand on a mountain and go, hello, you'll hear the echo go, hello. So that's where we get the word echo, okay? Very important shit to know. If you don't learn this in school, I feel sad for you. You don't know where half of the words in the English language come from if you don't learn this stuff. Okay. Oh, you just spoke Greek in the chat. I'm very proud of you. I don't know what that says. Wait, does it say Steph? It kind of looks like my name. I don't know. I know PH comes from Greek also. Very big invention of the ancient Greeks. The letter PH sounding like an F. Let's see. Did I get all the guys? Let's see. We got... Oh, there's this guy. Wait. I gotta tell you about... This is other... kid. Dionysus. Okay? Dionysus is basically the god of partying. Like, wow, what a fun guy. He is mostly associated with grapes, because guess what you make out of grapes, kids? You make wine. Dionysus is almost always depicted like eating grapes like some hedonist, okay? But, I mean, that's what he was the god of, basically. Yay, you wrote my name in Greek, which is the language that it originates from, actually. The name Stephanie comes from Stephan, which is Greek for crowned with laurel, which is what you would do when somebody won something. Yeah, okay, so there's Dionysus, god of wine and partying. Wine and partying. There was like some other assorted characters, right? Other assorted characters. Did I spell that right? No, it doesn't matter. I have 19 minutes. Other assorted characters. There's Pan, right? I forget whose kid Pan was, if I'm being real. He was one of the gods' kids, but like half son, you know what I mean? Okay, so we have Pan, who was like I don't know, maybe he just had goat legs, but here's Pan, okay, and he played the panpipes, which is these things, right? Okay, so that is how we got panpipes, allegedly, because of Pan. Oh, shoot, speaking of pans, did you know there's this great origin story, too? Okay, we gotta talk about Pandora, which is also the name of that radio app that, it kind of went out of vogue a while ago, but I still think it's cool. Okay, Pandora, she was a lady. She was like the first human lady, maybe? First human lady, maybe. And the gods were like, hey, Pandora, sup, girl? We got you a present. It's this box. Okay? It is this box. Please don't ever open the box. It's your wedding present, because she married the first man. Okay? By the way, why is it always in creation myth that the woman is the one who messes up everything for everybody? I think that's kind of not fair, but whatever. Anyway, they were like, don't open the box, Pandora. Don't do it. Don't freaking do it. But, you know, probably reverse psychology or something. I don't know. Pandora opened the box, okay? And that is where you get the term Pandora's box from, by the way. And all the bad stuff. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. bad stuff came out of the box. All of the diseases were in that box. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, because men wrote all the myths and they didn't want to look bad. You know what, guys? It's okay to take the L sometimes. Sometimes you can be responsible for all the ills that happen on humankind, and also sometimes I think we should share. I think we should share being responsible for everything bad that ever happened. Personal opinion. I think we're equally responsible for all the bad things that ever happened, TBH, okay? But anyway, Pandora opened the box, and now people are, like, feeble, and they can die, and bad things happen because Pandora opened a box. I mean, I really don't think the gods thought that one out very well, if I am being real with you guys. Why would they do that? I don't know. Weird if you ask me. If I could go up to one of the Greek gods and like hold a microphone to them, I would be like, "Hey, so whose big idea was it to give Pandora a box with all the bad stuff in it and tell her never open this?" I don't know. But that's that. Yeah, maybe. It was, I mean, you know, maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe they were like, hey, you know what would be really funny if we ruined life for the humans forever? These drawings are getting progressively bigger. It's fine. Okay, we should talk about heroes. I didn't have a stroke exactly, but I did only have 3.8 hours of sleep, Red Guppy. But thank you for bearing with my sleep-deprived ramblings of a mad woman. Yeah. Okay, so, anyway, we gotta talk about heroes, right? Okay, let's talk about heroes. Heroes. Right? Because there's gotta be, like, some good guys here. You know what I mean? Okay, so, like, for example, here's Jason. And he went on a quest for Golden Fleece. What's so special about Golden Fleece? I don't know, but he sure did go on a whole quest for it. He met a cute girl named Andromeda and saved her from a thing. I forget which thing. Like a sea monster? There was like, okay, so let's talk about sea monsters and shit also. By the way, Jason had a boat. Yeah. Oh, yay, great, thanks for being here. We're just talking about Jason's boat. Here's Jason's boat. This is called the Argo. Jason's crew was called the Argonauts. Just like, you know, if you go to space, you're an astronaut. If you get on the Argo, you're an Argonaut, okay? And he had, like, some famous friends, okay? Such as, wait for it, the princess, I guess before she got married and turned into a lion, Atalanta. Atalanta was one of the Argonauts, okay? But then also, Achilles. Okay, let's talk about Achilles. Okay, here's this guy, and Achilles, his mom was pretty smart, okay? So when Achilles was born, his mom, oh yeah, I bet Georgians loved the Golden Fleece. That's because it was there. Man, must be cool to actually live where some of these stories allegedly took place. Okay, so his mom was smart. When he was a baby, she picked him up and was like, I am gonna dip my son in the river Styx, which will make him invincible. Okay, she picked him up by the heel of his foot and dunked him in the river Styx. But oops, guess which part she forgot to dump? The part that her hand was touching the heel. This is where the term Achilles heel comes from. That's two E's. Okay, just trust me. Okay, so, that was his weakness. His weakness was his Achilles heel. So when you say, oh my god, like, drawing is my Achilles heel, you really mean drawing is my weakness, which, I mean, look at this mess. Honestly, drawing and explaining Greek mythology are my Achilles heel. Okay, so, anyway, but Achilles was, like, pretty much invincible. He was a hero, but sad to say, while he was out adventuring with Jason, someone shot him in the heel and he died. The end. Sea monsters and shit. I love sea monsters. Let's go with some sea monsters, okay? Sea monsters, etc. Okay, so here we have the Hydra. Wait, that's not a sea monster. This is a regular monster. But it's got, like, more than one head. And if you cut one off, boo, guess what? Like, 2 more heads grow back in its place. I don't remember how they beat that thing, honestly. Then there was, like, Scylla and Charybdis. I'm just gonna make them both look like this. Use your imagination and imagine that they look, like, much more awesome. Okay, Charybdis. Okay, so they're like these 2 really mean sea monsters, and if you go between them, you are screwed. That is why the phrase "I am between Scylla and Charybdis" comes from, because it's like, oh man, I'm between a rock and a hard place. Get it? I'm between, like, Scylla and Charybdis, because either way, I am in big doo doo. Yeah, and then, let's talk about Medusa, okay? Medusa was, like, this beautiful chick. She's a very beautiful lady, but, I don't know, Aphrodite was, like, jealous of her or something, and she was like, I'm gonna make it so that every man you look at will get petrified, and also, you have snakes for hair now. Your hair is now snakes. Good luck going to the hairdresser, girl, because your hair is snakes now, okay? So, yeah, sad, very, very sad to be Medusa. Poor Medusa. I feel bad for her. Okay, and other monsters. Oh, there was the Minotaur. Have you ever seen a Minotaur? They lived in this. Okay, so there was a Minotaur, and he is like this thing. It's like part bull, part other stuff. It just trust me. He's like a big scary bull monster. Okay, Minotaur, and. Yeah, Medusa is a legend in her own right. I will give her that. Here's the Minotaur. And it was like, oh man, this Minotaur is so freaking scary. We need to put it in a big maze. Okay? Big maze. And the maze, this is a maze. Just trust me when I tell you it's a maze. Okay? It's like a really big, really tough maze. The maze is called a labyrinth. So if you've ever seen that movie with David Bowie, yeah, labyrinth. That we also get that word from Greek mythology. Hello, Garuko. Welcome to my stream. I am drawing Greek myths and legends. There was a whole story with the Minotaur, and like some guy saved a cute girl from the Minotaur. Those are the kind of stories people like, you know? Just cute babes and cool monsters. I need to make this canvas bigger. I'm just kind of going off on random tangents now. There's just so much stuff in Greek mythology. Do you know what I mean? Let's talk about another story. Okay, so there's another story with Aphrodite, and this one ends in a good way. Okay, so there's this guy, some guy, Pygmalion. Yeah, I remember now. He was a guy. Okay, so talk about being dedicated to your waifu, okay? Pygmalion was this guy. He felt like no woman on earth could ever probably satisfy him. And so, made a sculpture. Sculpture of his waifu. Okay? So here's, I gotta make a separate box for this guy, okay? So here's Pygmalion. He's like, man, I'll never meet a woman as great as you. My statue, wife, Hippolyta. Wait, no, not Hippolyta. Sorry, Hippolyta was a different lady. Frick. What was the statue's name? Does anybody remember the name of the statue? Hippolyta was the queen of the Amazons. That's a whole other thing. I'm pretty sure it started with an H, though. Yeah, well, anyway, let me look it up on Wikipedia real fast. Pygmalion. Okay. Yes, the sculptor fell in love with the statue. His name was that, and then what was Galatea? Wow, that didn't even start with an H. Wow, it had an A at the end though. You can see how I got confused. Get it? Because she's a gal. Galatea. I don't really think that's where we get the word gal from, but there you go. And Aphrodite was like, man, I feel so sorry for this freaking weeb or whatever. I'm gonna bring his statue to life. And guess what? They lived happily ever after, because I guess they didn't forget to, like, thank Aphrodite. Oh, wait, Aphrodite's all the way up here. Just trust me. Aphrodite made that happen for him. So, yeah, good for him. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for Pygmalion. Good for him. His waifu became real. Really, isn't that just the goal for all of us? Oh yeah, see, there you go. Don't you love like making a connection when like there's a thing in an anime and you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's just like Greek mythology, haha, right? Like the labyrinth or a Titan or Galatea. Yes, thank you, Nikki, by the way, for remembering that. Speaking of Hippolyta, though, let's talk about the most badass women. Wait, do we have room anywhere for them? Damn. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's do this, okay? Let's just draw them up here. There's really no, like, form to this anymore, okay? I'm gonna make another... I'm just gonna box this part off, and we can have fun in this box, okay? So, the coolest women ever... The Amazons, and of course that's like where we get like the Amazon rainforest or whatever, but also when there's a girl and she's like a big, giant, strong woman, you'll be like, oh man, she's built like an Amazon, oh, you know. Some people use it derogatory. Some people, I like myself, feel like that's a good thing, but anyway, so the Amazons, they are like tough ladies. Okay, they live like in a village of all women, except for maybe having babies with men, like sometimes, and they are really strong. Yeah, here's Hippolyta. Love her. Too bad Hercules killed her. Are there Amazon VTubers? I don't know. I bet they're really buff. I want to see that. I've seen a Greek muse themed VTuber, Anarchy, and she's so very beautiful. And I felt sad because I read today that she had to evacuate her house in California. By the way, everybody in California, please stay safe. I care about you, and I love you, even though I'm doing a stream about Greek mythology and MS Paint. Oh yeah, we'll have to zoom out at the end, right? Oops. Okay, so like, yeah, here's the queen. Okay, they were like good at like shooting arrows and running and hunting and whatever. Yeah, she's a muse too if you think about it. But I feel like they just kind of picked a name that suited her interest more so than like copy the mythology, which is fine. Okay, so anyway, so there's a lot of Amazons. Wow, if you ever read Wonder Woman, that's the stuff. Okay, so there's that. Wow, cool Amazons. Unfortunately, here comes freaking Hercules and he kills her for some reason. I don't remember exactly what his reason was. Maybe it was a good reason, but... Oh, right, because he wanted her freaking golden belt. Okay, so here's the thing with Hercules. Hercules. Okay, Hercules is this guy. Okay, Zeus had a kid. So here's how Hercules happened. Zeus disguised himself, and he does this a lot. Sometimes he disguises himself as like a fly or whatever. Yeah, sometimes he disguises himself as another lady's husband so he can get it on with her, and thus, unbeknownst probably to her, Hercules, the half-god child, was born, okay? Here's Hercules, also strong. Here's his big muscles. Just trust me, he's Hercules, he has big muscles, okay? So, like, yeah, Hercules. Hercules had to do 12 things for something. I don't know. Oh, what was it? Okay, so, like, Hercules pissed off Hera, probably just because he was an illegitimate child of Zeus. So, like, pissed off Hera. She possessed him to kill his wife and kids, which is really a shitty thing. And but, like, in order to, like, atone for his sins, he had to do 12 impossible tasks. Like cleaning the worst stables in the world, which he solved cleverly by like rerouting the rivers through the stables and like a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's why he shot Hippolyta and took her belt, I guess. That was like one of the 12 labors he was supposed to do. I don't know. Man, there's so much else. Okay, also we gotta talk about like, okay, remember I was telling you about like Pandora and the first humans or whatever? Okay, well here's some like first humans living on Earth. I have 3 minutes to, oh god, I didn't get to Odysseus. That was the whole reason I'm doing this stream. Okay, so anyway, here's Prometheus. Prometheus. Actually, you know, he should be up with the Titans. He should not be down here with the humans and the monsters. He should be up with the Titans. Okay? Prometheus. And he gave the people, he stole fire. He stole fire from Mount Olympus and gave it to people. And that's how people got fire, okay? Then there's like Atlas, who's like the guy who's like holding up the earth, basically, right? Have you ever used an atlas to find like where a country is or something? I don't know, most people use the internet anymore, but even on the internet you need an atlas. So here's Atlas, right? And here's Atlas holding up the earth. Atlas. Okay? That's where we get that from. And then, yeah, Prometheus says, savior of humankind. He really cared about the humans. One of the few good ones. You know what I mean? The other gods were just off, like, messing with each other's spouses. It was a mess. There was also the guy, Sisyphus. I don't remember what he even got punished for. But, here's Sisyphus. He has to push a rock up a hill forever. And was Prometheus the guy? The guys were like, oh, Prometheus, you jerk. We're gonna chain you to a rock and birds will peck out your liver for the rest of forever. And then your liver will grow back, but birds will keep pecking it out. Anyway, we gotta talk about here in the heroes. Here in the hero section. Okay, we're gonna have Odysseus. The guy that I came here to talk about, okay? Odysseus. Also, okay, so Odysseus was the hero of Homer's myth, both the Iliad and the Odyssey. Because guess what? The Trojan War happened. Okay, here's the Trojan War. Why did the Trojan War start? Because Helen of Troy was hot. That is the only reason that the war started. Everybody was fighting over this lady, and the Trojans and the Greeks were fighting each other. It was a big thing. Oh my God, Odysseus had to go away to war to like protect his family, whatever. He had a smoking hot wife named. Wait, I gotta make a red heart for this. He had a smoking hot wife named Penelope. I love Penelope. She's my favorite. He went away. Penelope. Okay. I know, right? That is a whole hour. So anyway, Odysseus had a smoking hot wife named Penelope and also a son, and he was the king of, like, I don't know, Ithaca or something. I don't know. And, like, he was like, well, sorry, guys, I have to go away to war, but, like, I'll be back someday. I promise I'll be back someday. So, like, he went, and here's Troy, and here's the horse, okay? Oh, God, I have 32 seconds. Here's Troy. Odysseus tricked their asses by making a big wooden horse that was like, oh, guys, I call a truce. I made you this horse as a present. Haha, isn't that great? And then guess what? Wait. I need better, okay, horse. Okay, here's the horse as a present. I tricked you, haha, actually my guys are in there, we're gonna attack you. And then it took him forever to get home because Poseidon hated his guts, but Athena loved him, and he tricked the troll and poked out his eye. And Penelope killed all the suitors because she was sick of their shit because everybody wanted to marry her. Oh God, that's it. That's the stream. That is 1 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the Odyssey. Penelope, the real MVP. Stan Penelope. One time I was like, I'm gonna summon my persona. Which character from Greek mythology is my persona? Or whatever. I'm just gonna shout out the first thing that comes to my head. Penelope! I was like, oh my God, that's so true. Penelope is great. Yeah, it's time. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, first of all, let's save this mess. I got to most of the topics I wanted to talk about. Did I use a specific book? No, this is all from memory, Nikki. This is all what I remember from elementary school and middle school. And a little bit high school, which was, as you know, I'm an old woman. I graduated high school probably like 20 years ago or something. Crap, was that really 20 years ago? Anyway, we're gonna save this as a ping, first of all. Greek mythology. And then I'll try to zoom out the best I can so I can show you what a beautiful thing this is. Oh, okay, maybe zoomed out a little too much there. How's this? Pretty good. Greek mythology. Yeah, I just regurgitated out everything I could remember about it in an hour. And honestly, you know what? Here it is, a 3,000 by 3,000 square canvas of everything I've ever learned about Greek mythology, probably. But, like, okay, chat, I'm gonna give you some homework, okay? I need you to Google words in the English language that originated in Greek mythology or some variation of that Google search. You will be amazed at how many things in the world today are still named after characters and stuff from Greek mythology. And the more Greek mythology you know, the more times you'll be sitting there watching watching a movie and be like, oh crap, this is just Greek mythology. Like, for real, this is literally just Greek mythology. So I hope you all learned a valuable lesson today. And yeah, well, if people had to guess what was going on here, they'd probably guess that here is a woman who only slept less than 4 hours last night and has a project due at midnight, but she said she was going to stream today, and she threw this together in an hour and painted this in MS Paint, and she has mental problems. And then they'll subscribe to me because they feel sorry for me. But also maybe they'll appreciate my genius. What? Hi, Venomous Wig! You just came to the end of my stream. I ran out of time to draw every Greek myth that I could remember. And here they are. We have a beautiful thing going here. But guess what? I'm going to end the stream in like a little bit, and you'll be able to watch it from the beginning. And we got off to a rough start. I forgot whether Kronos was Uranus's dad or the other way around. I have a project to finish. I know, Gray, but like I haven't streamed, and I said I was gonna do this last week, but then Fauna graduated and I was depressed. Oh my god, Venom, is it your birthday? Okay. I will sing you a very special song that is definitely copyrighted, but it's fine. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a bear cub, but so do I. Happy birthday! Yay! Yes. I hope you have the best day ever. I have a project to finish. It's a very important project for a very important client. I'm kind of excited about it, low-key, but it's, you know, I gotta make sure that I get them all the things that they need to do the thing that they are gonna do, and I do the thing that I do. Yeah, thank you for clarifying, Venomous Wig. Uranus is in fact the dad. I got it straight eventually. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot. Greek mythology is a lot. I highly recommend you like go to your local library and learn something about it though, because if you learn something about Greek mythology, maybe you will learn something about yourself. Those are my parting words of wisdom, chat. I love you all. Go to bed or don't go to bed. I don't know what time it is where you are. Yeah. I'm gonna pop into the void now. It's quiet.